Purcell. Lovely weather for the time of year.
Gorgeous. I didn't know you liked classical music, Emile.
Love it. Only do this for a living.
Plutonium.
Plutonium?
Heavy metal, radioactivity, menace.
Nah, it's 270s. We want a more 80s image. How does China syndrome grab you?
Oh, yeah, terrific name. For a takeaway.
All right, then you think of something.
I still don't know what's wrong with calling us the Nigel Cochran Band.
Because it's so boring, Lem. Anyway, I don't want my name bandied about like that. It's too high profile.
High profile ain't a bad name for a band.
Oh, leave it out, Lem.
Leave it out ain't a bad name for an album.
I wish I'd never brought up the subject.
I wish I'd never brought up the subject. Ain't about... Look, if we're going back on the road, right, we've got to have a name for the posters, T-shirts, publicity, handouts, all that gubbins.
You're just like a little kid, aren't you? About to go on his holidays.
Well, you can't blame me for being on a night. The road's in my blood, ain't it, eh? The motels, the freeways, the free women, the adulation, 50,000 screaming kids.
Oi,
Nigel!
Lem, calm down. Before you go over the top, we're not planning a 39-city coast-to-coast tour of the States. We're doing 8 polytechnics in the home counties. We'll be back here most nights in time for bed.
Back in time for bed.
You really are desperate, aren't you, to return to the depravity and debauchery of the turbulent 70s?
I am, Nigel, I am. I want that, yeah.
All right. Just for you, Len, on the last night of the tour, we'll stay over in a motel in Ruislip.
I don't knock Ruislip. Did all right there.
Did we?
Well, I did, yeah. Yeah, winter tour 72, student nurse Pauline, petite and vivacious. Ambitions were to meet Michael Crawford and work with handicapped children.
And instead she ended up with a legless roadie.
Happy days, though.
No thanks.
In sharp contrast to now. I mean, ever since Belinda came on the scene, it's been like roadie for Cliff Richard.
Don't you knock Belinda.
Fat chance.
It's only because of her I'm even contemplating doing this tour in the first place. She's given me confidence in my own music.
Very nice of you to say so, Nigel.
Hi there.
Hello. We are going back on the road.
Maybe.
Oh, what, you going to, do a concert tour?
Yeah, thinking about it. Oh, top. Well, the album's finished, except for the final mix and the overdub, so it's time to put the gigging band back together again.
Yep, get the rigs, trucks, desks, generate some buzz on the street.
Have you ever considered compiling a dictionary?
Yeah, Nigel reckons it's all down to you.
What is?
Well, you've helped him get his old act together on the keyboard, you know, shown him where to put his hands and where not to put them.
I'm very flattered. Oh, I hope this doesn't mean you'll be leaving Deckle for good.
No, of course not. Anyway, I want you to come with us.
Me?
Yeah. Moral support.
Morals on the road?
I'm very sorry, Nigel, but I don't exactly see myself in the role of groupie, thank you very much.
Don't be daft. You're a really good keyboard player. I want you to join the band.
But, Daddy, it's a chance to earn a little extra money.
I don't know what to say. I'm appalled. The man's a degenerate monster, asking my daughter to go on the street.
Not on the street, on the road.
Street, road, it's all prostitution.
Oh, for God's sake, Daddy.
Language.
Going on the road simply means playing in Nigel's group.
What do you mean, busking? One step away from vagrancy.
I haven't even agreed to go, but it was jolly nice of Nigel to ask me, and I told him I would think it over.
Then all is not lost. You must reject him forthwith.
Why should I? It might be fun playing before an audience. I used to enjoy giving recitals.
Well, he's not asking you to play Chopin etudes to the Women's Institute. You'll be expected to cavort before thousands of drug-crazed communists.
At Guildford Polytechnic Students' Union.
Precisely. You only have his word that Guildford is your destination. Before the war, Binky Hayo's sister Candida had ambitions in the ballet. Some greasy agent promised her a part in Les Sylphides at Sadler's Wells. Binky waved her off at Dorking Station and never saw her again, except years later when he was serving with the 8th Army in Libya. Found her employed in a house of ill repute in Tripoli.
A fascinating story. But I'm a grown woman, and I'm not going to allow you to tyrannise me any longer. I shall make up my own mind about Nigel's offer in my own good time, and I will not be put off by horror stories of the white slave trade in Dorking.
Well, I can see that you're infatuated beyond reason. I shall go to the Grange myself. Confront Cochrane, man to beast. Help me to start my car.
Don't be so silly, Daddy.
And that's an order.
wasting your time. This wreck hasn't started for weeks.
Wreck? Nonsense. It's a fine old English motor car, built in the heyday of British engineering. Which of today's Nipponese egg boxes on wheels could boast such gleaming chrome, such lustrous paintwork, real leather upholstery, walnut dash?
Pity the engine's buggered.
I never thought to hear such barrack-room language fall from my daughter's lips. No doubt picked up from Cochrane and his Sybarites. And she wonders why I won't let her join the Richard Mann's jazz band. Now, get in the cockpit and stand by to rev up while I crank.
Crank being the operative word.
Ignition on.
Ignition on.
Choke out.
Choke out.
Gears disengaged.
Since the coronation.
Ah!
What is it now?
Sudden stabbing pain.
Yes, I'm sure. Daddy, when it comes to playing the old soldier, you are Chief of the General Staff.
Oh. That'll be all right, yeah?
Honest, Belinda, you look terrific. Just like Liza Minnelli.
What are new suspenders and stockings?
Shut it, Len. Come on, love, it won't hurt.
You solemnly swear we'll all be wearing tails.
Cross my heart. Well, it could do with a bit of altering, eh? Well, not exactly the sort of shape Moss Bros usually deal with. Come and show the boys, come on.
Oh!
Oh, very. A trifle androgynous.
Do what?
Bisexual, then.
No, and she looks so feminine.
You shove it in all, Reg. I just thought a bit of class would make a nice change, that's all. Always thought it was so hypocritical when we used to dress like bums and get 50 grand a night.
50 grand?
Yeah, calm down, Denny. That was the Hollywood Bowl, not the Guildford Saucer.
I suppose even Daddy couldn't object to this attire.
Daddy? All right, all right. How is he, by the way?
As an actor, he's never been better. Ever since the starting handle incident, he's been a piteous sight to behold.
Oh, you've got to admit, though, Daddy is a tryer.
You're sure he is putting it on?
Oh, to know, he is my father.
Right, fair enough. All right, then. Shall we have a go at this opening ditty, then?
Yeah,
all right, then.
Yeah, all down.
Can you give us an E, darling? One we've done.
All right. Strobes, laser, smoke, four. You with the rest of us? We're supposed to have backup vocals from the top, remember?
Oh, yeah, sorry,
Yeah,
Nigel.
right. All right, let's go again.
Working out with the boys again. Working out with the boys. She will tell you lies, but she's organized with the boys. Tells me she loves me, she won't let me go. She kissed me in public, but everyone knows she's been working out with the boys again. Working out with the boys. She will tell you lies, but she's organized with the boys. Now understand, I'm fooling myself. I'm just half a man, and I'm only hanging on. She's so wrong for me. She's too strong for me, and she's stringing me along. Oh, she crucifies, nails me with her lies. Now she's organized with the boys, working out with the boys again. She's been working out with the boys, working out with the boys again.
What? Of course it's noise. It's rock and roll, isn't it? What? Hold on. Anyone got a connection called Doc Rutherford?
Oh, God, that's me.
Oh, great. Can you get us some uppers?
Sorry?
Happy.
I just thought I'd call in and see your father, purely social call. Fortunate Mrs. Hammersley happened to have a spare key for your front door.
I thought it was all a sham. I feel so awful.
Oh, don't blame yourself, my dear. After all, your father is county champion lead swinger, and with a plastic hip joint, he'll be as good as new. I've given him something to make him sleep. That's why he's a little woozy.
Belle, is that you?
Oh, Daddy, I'm so sorry.
I'm going, Belinda. I can hear the angels.
No, Daddy, it's the wireless.
I'm coming, Amelia.
Stuff and nonsense for sale. Nothing wrong with you that a polythene pelvis won't put right.
I'm not dying?
No, of course not.
Then why is the undertaker here?
I'm trying her again. I'm trying her number again. Oh, hello, I was just calling you. Is your dad all right?
Well, yes and no.
Ah, he's not dead then.
Knock it off, Lem.
It's a hip joint.
We like it. Mind you, it's nowhere near as hip as Rod's place in Malibu. I mean, that's really hip.
Lem was just about to make a cup of tea prior to looking for a new job.
Sir, madam, milk or lemon?
So, you were saying?
Well, apparently the hip's just worn out and seized up.
Sounds like a motor.
We've got one of those, too. It doesn't go either.
So, what you going to do about it?
Sorry? Oh, I suppose we'll have it towed away.
What, your dad?
Oh, no, the car. Daddy needs an op, apparently, but he'll just have to wait his turn.
How long for?
Well, I don't know. The NHS seem loath to commit themselves to an actual date.
We're going on the road.
You're going on the road. I'm afraid my rock and roll debut will just have to be postponed.
All right, I'll call the whole tour off.
That's absurd. There must be hundreds of pianists who jump at the chance of taking my place.
No, I don't want hundreds of pianists. I want you. But why doesn't your dad have the op privately?
Because, strange as it may seem, we can't afford it.
Straight up?
Straight up. Unless I sell my pearls.
Well, there's no need for that. I'll lend you the money. Lem, wallet! How much did it cost?
Well, I don't know. At least 3,000 or 4,000. We could never pay you back.
All right, don't pay me back.
Well, we can't accept charity.
Well, don't think of it as charity. Think of it as friendship. Look, I earned more than that in Japanese royalties last night while I was asleep.
It's very sweet of you, but you know how firmly my father clings to his principles.
What, like despising me, for example?
He doesn't despise you. He just despises everything you stand for.
Oh. Oh, well, that's charming, isn't it?
Well, those are his words, not mine.
Oh, sometimes I wonder.
Wonder what?
Well, if that's not how you feel and all.
Well, it seems you don't know me very well.
Well, I don't know. You tell me, love. I don't know.
have told you I am capable of making up my own mind, you know.
Well, take the bloody money and let him out of his misery, then.
Don't yell at me. You're worse than Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only trying to help.
I know. It's just that he won't accept handouts.
Right. Well, we'll just have to be a bit slippery then, won't we? A little bit devious.
Ah, Bell, just the chap. Listen to this. To the editor of the Times Printing House Square, etc., etc. Sir, when we elected a Conservative government, we were assured they would bring order and efficiency into the running of the National Health Service. Why then must I, a lifelong Tory voter who served his country in 2 world wars, be made to wait several months for a simple operation?
But, Daddy, you were only 11 when the First World War ended.
Nonetheless, I volunteered to fight, but they turned me down.
I imagine your short trousers gave the game away.
No, I was tall for my age. If only Nanny hadn't insisted on accompanying me to the War Office. Now then, to continue.
No, not now.
Well,
You've got a visitor.
Not the Reverend Slater Booth again, is it?
No, it's Nigel, Mr. Cochrane.
Tell him I'm not in.
Hello, Governor. Just thought I'd pop round, see how you're doing.
I'm doing as well as can be expected. Good day.
Don't be so rude, Daddy. Come in, Nigel.
Brought you a bottle of brandy. Belinda said how you like the occasional belt. For medicinal purposes only, of course.
Oh. Thank you. That's very civil of you.
Sorry to hear about the old hip. Does it hurt much?
No, of course it doesn't hurt. I'm planning to go ballroom dancing this evening.
Oh. Right, well, I'll be off then.
Good day.
By the way, you don't happen to know who owns the Rover outside, do you, out the front?
Why? If you've run into her...
No, I've just been admiring it. You know, it's a very tasty motor, that. Rover 80 with the flat four-side valve power unit, lateral push rods. It's quite a rare specimen.
Really? You're a connoisseur of fine cars?
Oh, yeah. Me and Lord Montague, like that.
The Rover's ours.
No, really? I suppose you know that's quite a rare specimen. That's a collector's item, that is.
Of course I know.
You wouldn't consider flogging it, would you?
Oh, well, I don't know. There's a lot of sentiment involved. My late lamented wife and I used to go everywhere in the dear old thing. And when I sit in the driver's seat, it's real high, you know. It was over Amelia and I was sitting there beside me again.
I'll give you 4,000 for it.
Belinda, the logbook's in the tall boy.
It's amazing how efficient people can be when you wave money at them. They whisked Daddy into hospital so quickly they nearly left his bad leg behind.
Yeah, I told you my plan would work, which is more than you can say for this car.
I did warn you.
Oi, Lem, can't you go any faster?
Have you got the handbrake on?
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
Absolutely sublime. You know, I wouldn't be allowed to eat pork, fish and chips if Daddy were here.
There's quite a lot of things you wouldn't be allowed to do if Daddy were here. How's he finding his new hip?
Oh, marvellous. There is a little myth that it's plastic. I think he'd prefer it if it were leather with walnut veneer.
That's what you get, you see, with all these new Japanese hips coming over here, flooding the market.
I really am very grateful, Nigel.
Any chance of you demonstrating your Bloody hell. I don't believe this. That man is more aggravation when he's not here. What? Let's go back to my place, then.
Oh, is that the only thing you're interested in, then, kissing?
No, not the only thing, no.
Because I was foolish enough to believe you actually liked me for myself.
You know I do. Doesn't mean I want you to be my sister, does it?
Well, as long as we're here, that's all that can be on offer.
Well, what if we weren't here? What if we were somewhere else?
Oh, I've heard about the things that groups get up to when they're on the road.
Oh, yeah. So have I. I wonder if it's true.
Essex on the 15th, University of East Anglia on the 16th, and the extra gig, Newcastle, on the 17th. That's an overnight, right? Don't blow that one. Any questions?
Yeah. What about birds?
3 coach loads of... Do me a favour. Have I ever let you down?
Great.
Right? OK. That's it then. See you all tomorrow morning. Knockout. Don't be late.
Super tall.
Cheers. Right. Transport, catering, publicity, security, alcohol, accommodation. Oh, good job I'm a demon for detail. Just spotted a cock-up, haven't I? Look, bedroom short of Newcastle. Well, we haven't got a reservation for Belinda.
Oh, well, somebody'll have to double up.
You dirty old superstar.
What?
Oh, Nige, don't come in.
Oh, hello there. That's what I like to see. Eagerness. You're a day early, but no matter.
I can't come.
That's very funny.
No, I mean it. I'm afraid it's Daddy.
What's the matter with him now?
Nothing, nothing. He couldn't be better. It's just that the surgeons told him to go away and recuperate, and he needs me to roadie for him. I am sorry, but he does come first.
Wait, Belinda! Wait!
I knew this would happen. That Linda McCartney has got a lot to answer for. Nigel! Don't panic!
Wait, Belinda! What's going on?
Say to you, Mr. Cochrane.
What's happening?
I've made an excellent recovery from my operation. It was good of you to inquire.
All right, you devious old sod. How have you nobbled her this time?
Novel? I've simply asked my daughter to accompany me on a 2 weeks recuperative vacation to the Grand Hotel Eastbourne.
I have to go. He is my father.
Yeah, well, what about my tour?
You don't need me. You're really good enough now to play all the keyboard parts yourself.
No, I've never played anything in public except the bass guitar. I thought you were skinned. How come you can afford flash hotels? And how'd you lay your hands on this motor?
You paid for it, Mr. Cochrane.
I'm sorry, I honestly didn't know.
No what?
It may have been my letter to the Times which stirred things up, but suddenly the National Health were able to offer me a free bed, stroke of luck, what? So the money you gave me for the Rover was all cash in hand. Come on, Phil, talking. You can help me choose a couple of lightweight suits from Dunn & Co.
And some thermalware, Daddy.
Here you are. I was looking round the front, wasn't I? Suppose you want me to cancel the old wobbling tour now, eh?
You must be joking. I'm not giving in as easy as that. Lem, get us a gig in Eastbourne.
Eastbourne? Sort of OAPs and hearing aids there.
I paid a wages, get us a bloody gig in Eastbourne.
Now, I've just remembered, the council put a block on shows from Eastbourne. All the fans ripped the seats out the last time I had a big star there.
Oh, yeah? Who was that, then?
Donald Pierce. Shut up, man. What are you going to do, then? Some enchanted evening? Hey? Up-tempo, begin to begin?
Oh, shut up, then.
Rock and roll, fantasy waltz, hey?
Shut up, then.
We've got to do something, haven't we?
Shut your face.
Someday my prince will come.